by God's grace, we've been able to finally have the amount of money we need to be able to support students who need top-ups for their fees. The Ketewa Nsua initiative I have established, where I engage stakeholders including students to be able to make sure that students who need help with topping up their fees to register their courses before the deadline, that is tomorrow, 7th of June 2024, those people will be sorted out. God placed this initiative on my heart, which I want to fulfill as an SRC president. But then the question is that before you become an SRC president, how many people can you even help with this initiative? So I have decided to begin the initiative as at now with a Ketewa that the students can come together to contribute, as well as stakeholders who believe in the vision. So by God's grace, we've been able to get a good amount of money that we can help 10 students who applied to be part of this initiative, and then we are going to make sure that they will have the amount of money they need to be able to register their courses by today and tomorrow, so that they do not defer their courses at the end of the day. So that is why we are here today. Being able to disburse the funds to the students who really needed our help in this. I want to use this opportunity to thank all and sundry, all students that saw this both on my status, those I came into their DMs to plead on behalf of these students to be able to get some of the funds to register their courses before the deadline, that is tomorrow. I want to use the name of the Almighty Lord to thank all of you. God richly bless you and replenish everything that you lost in contributing to these people. As low as 10 cedis, some of you contributed 50, 20, 30, 100 cedis. We also had a sponsor coming in to help us, TruePowers.com and Perez Ice. They came in to also help with their quota, which we added together with the funds that we were able to raise from the students' body. I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for this. I want to also emphasize that this Ketewa Nsua initiative has come to stay, because by God's grace, when I, Jeffery Adu-Yeboah UGSRC, becomes SRC president, I'll make sure that the SRC is going to make this a long-term project, just like the SRC Yeboah is being run every year or every academic year. The SRC Ketewa Nsua initiative is also going to run every year and make sure that students do not defer their courses because of this. At the end of my tenure, we are going to make sure that the deferment rate has reduced drastically because of the number of students that we've been able to help top up their fees even before they register their courses or the deadline for their course registration. I want to also use this opportunity to plead on behalf of all students that management should kindly extend the deadline for the course registration. A lot of students applied for this, and then we were able to support only a few. So that means that a lot of students are still there who are waiting to be helped by both families and relatives and all of that before the deadline for the course registration. So if we are going to get more time for all students to be able to have that chance to register their courses, we will be very glad. Obatanpa, Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Students, the Registrar, I am pleading on behalf of all students that you listen to us and give us that chance to be able to have the opportunity to register our courses in the coming week or more. We plead that when this is being done, a lot of students will have hope that they will still be students of University of Ghana. Students shouldn't defer because of financial issues. So as more time as they get, they will be able to register their courses and still be a part of us. This is the nation's hope and glory. And I believe that as many students as we are able to get to pass through the school and graduate, we are going to hold the flag of our country, Ghana, to the highest. Thank you very much.
Jeffery Adu-Yeboah, you are popularly known as J-Lit, affectionately called. We just witnessed you and your team disperse a donation that you solicited for 2 students to be able to top up and be able to register for their courses. The first question then will be, how fulfilled are you about this, I would call it, accomplishment?
So honestly speaking, I feel like I've fulfilled a demand that God has placed upon me to satisfy. And then a lot of students, or the students that needed help in this regard, have been assisted. And you could see the smile on their faces about the fact that they got this. The whole point is not about the money coming from me or anybody. The point is the fact that at the end of the day, they will all pay their fees, register their courses, and still be a part of us, and they will not defer. That is what I'm happy about.
Interesting. I'm looking at the amount of money that you were able to raise. I mean, how many people, the beneficiaries, how many were they?
Okay, so we had 10 people being beneficiaries of this
initiative.
Great.
And how, if we are summing up the money, how much are we looking at?
The fundraising got us 2,000 cedis, and then we had a donation from TruePowers.com and Perez Ice. They do not want their amounts to be known. So,
Okay.
I mean, together with that, we're able to help these students.
But then the 10 people will be able to pay for
Yes.
top up and register for their courses.
Yes, please. Yes.
Right. But then tomorrow is the deadline for the extension and all of that. You earlier mentioned that some people, though applied, you could not have covered for all of them. And so to those people, what's their faith now? Should they expect something from you? Or just let us know what's the way forward for them.
Okay, so honestly speaking, a lot of these students who have not been able to register their courses as of now are fee-paying students, and then they need that assistance to be able to register their courses as soon as possible. But since they've not been able to get that, honestly speaking, they will not be able to register by tomorrow if Christ does not come from heaven to help them. So I want to use this opportunity to plead for an extension of the deadline on behalf of all students, the registrar, the dean of students, and Obatanpa Vice Chancellor Nanaba Amfo. Please, we are begging you that please kindly help all these students who need to register their courses before they can continue their academic journey. We need an extension of this deadline to be able to help these students to continue their academic journey. So please, on behalf of all students, we are pleading that by the end of tomorrow, all of us will hear a good news, and these students who are at the verge of deferring their courses will be able to have more time or more chance to register their courses. Some people have to pay about 2,000 cedis, 1,500, 1,800, 1,900, and all that money cannot be given to them at this particular point in time, but they are looking up to certain people and certain stakeholders that before the deadline, if extended, they will be able to register their courses. So I believe a lot of students will have smiles on their faces if this deadline is extended, and it will help them.
Right, now let's talk more about the Ketewa Nsua initiative. What is the future like for this initiative?
Okay, so the Ketewa Nsua initiative, today we call it JLIT Ketewa Nsua initiative, but tomorrow we will call it SRC Ketewa Nsua initiative, which I believe that it has come to stay. It has come to stay because one way or the other, a lot of students have been a part of it. That is what I wanted to achieve. I wanted the students to feel how this initiative is going to help them. For every amount of money that has been allocated to anybody that came here today, that person has that money being attached to somebody's heart, because somebody feels like, I am contributing to help my friend. Somebody sends 10 cedis, 20, 15, 30, 50, 100, 200. People send good money, and then they are all looking forward that their fellow students will continue to be a part of this. I believe that leadership has to do with the number of times or the number of people that you can impact through other people. I do not have to go and find money and come and give to these students and say that, hey, my name is JLIT and I've gotten money, take it and go. The fact that I was able to mobilize these people to come together and satisfy the need of other students means that together the future of SRC is very bright, because at the end of the day we have an SRC president, or we will have an SRC president who will be willing to even make something great together with the students' body. We will achieve it and say that we did it, and not just JLIT. That is what I want to achieve at the end of the day. So the SRC Ketewa Nsua initiative, God willing, after my inauguration as SRC president, we'll make sure that we implement it, and then every student is going to benefit. Today we did this to achieve two main things. One, to help students who are at the verge of deferring their courses to be able to register their courses and continue their academic journey, and two, to show my commitment and my dedication to this initiative, that on any other day when I become the SRC president of University of Ghana, I'll be able to make this initiative possible.
Thank you very much, JLIT.